listening to the CubeCast.
Hey, welcome back to the CubeCast. I'm Christy. That's Tom. And we got Vinnie Costa here.
I'm Vinnie Costa.
The English way. His handle is at the.vmc. Nice. So Vinnie is new to our community here in Winnipeg, and he has been welcomed. I first met him about a year ago. We were running up along the riverfront there, and we were going to the pump house.
We walked along the river. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then you were just accepted in, well, obviously parkour community, but like and here you are. Still in it. Right on.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. This is so cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And that day was pretty cool. We had there were 10 people there. 12?
It was a big jam.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, I know, Winnipeg, I don't know, 10 years ago, it was there were a lot more people doing parkour. I saw some videos too, and Tom just fell.
Yeah, he did. Sideways.
Yeah. And yeah, I found some old videos, and Mark and Tom, and doing parkour in,
Right?
I think it was Saskatoon.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
That's the ones I checked out too. Yeah, it's pretty funny to see them so young.
Funny
Hey?
that people actually watch
videos,
those.
Yeah. At the forest as well. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of people doing parkour all the time.
Yeah, some people come in and out, and some people stay in it. It changes all the time.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you do parkour before you came into? Okay, so you're from is it Brazil?
Brazil, yeah.
Yeah. Did you do parkour or soccer or football or anything?
Pretty much everything when I was a kid.
Yeah, I get it.
Up, yeah, because my dad, he played soccer his whole life. Just with friends and stuff. Not professionally, just with friends, but every week, 2-3 days a week. So growing up, you just play soccer, and in school you do everything as well. You play, I played a bunch of volleyball, a bunch of basketball. But parkour, I was 9, I think, 10 years old. That was 2005, 6, and I was first introduced to parkour through a movie, District 13. You guys probably know that movie, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just, I'm just fascinated about it. I was like,
I know,
it's just crazy. And my stepdad at the time, he showed me the movie, and he was like, okay, let's do some stuff. And he knew how to do the gate vault, and that was his favorite movie. Yeah, he knew how to do the gate vault. And I tried that thing over a little fence, and my mom saw that. She was like, no, what are you guys doing? She thought I was going to break my neck or something. And I was never clumsy or anything. That's something that I never understood, actually, from my mom. But anyway, she thought I was going to break my neck. And she's like, no, you guys can't do that. And my stepdad, he was just having fun with me. And he showed me how to do the gate vault and the lazy vault. I remember those,
Damn.
Those are some solid moves.
It was pretty cool. And the lazy vault was my favorite because he showed me with the right hand first. You put your right hand on the surface and you jump over. But I couldn't do it that way. I was better with the left hand. It was different from him. So it was like, yeah, I'm better than you, just fun stuff. Growing up, my mom, she was just never letting me do anything parkour related because she thought I was going to break a bone or something,
Of course.
break my spine, She always came up with the worst case scenarios.
Of course. She loved it.
I don't want to, you in a wheelchair, and I'm like, oh, it's not that way, But, and I had also soccer and football, all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
kind of encouraged me to go that way instead. So parkour was on the side for a while growing up.
It was your little secret.
And I just focused on other sports, but I never forgot parkour. It's just always there. I always looked at a wall. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do a climb up one day there, and I never ended up doing it because I couldn't train because I had other things to do, and plus my mom, she just wouldn't let me do anything parkour related. So, yeah. But I focused on other sports growing up in my teenage years. I played a lot of soccer, football, American football as well. I was the first guy in my little hometown that had American football, the NFL football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was all into sports all the time, so it was on the TV, the NFL one day. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. People hitting each other and throwing the ball and stuff. Wearing helmets and shit. And I was talking to my friend that's in school, and they're like, "Oh, I never heard of NFL," and I was like, "Oh, you gotta watch that thing." And I brought the ball into school to school the other day, and we tried to play a little bit, and everybody was like, "Oh, what the hell is that?" American football, that's what it's called. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I was always the the kid with doing all kinds of sports.
I can see it.
Yeah.
That's wild. Not hearing about the NFL.
Yeah, I'm talking about 2006, 2007, Brazil. We had I think at that time we only had the Super Bowl being broadcasted.
Right.
So, yeah. And I ended up watching the 2008 Super Bowl. And that was the first time I watched it. Yeah. I was 12. Yeah, I was 12. Yeah.
Oh.
I always think about when people talk about other sports now, if you do, say, football, American football, and yet with a little sweetness of parkour, imagine how fun that sport would be then.
I can see people hurdling people,
striding on
vaulting over people.
There's this guy, he front flipped the other guy, ended up in the end zone and scored a touchdown.
There you go.
That was
That's what we're talking about.
I mean, as far as athletics go, football players are some of the most athletic people on the planet.
Yeah. They have the combine stuff there. They have all the measurements that they can run and how fast they can run and how far they can jump and stuff.
Yeah.
And their standing jump is 10 feet. And that's huge, That's just huge.
Yeah.
I think one of the world records for vertical jump was set in a combine. Can't remember the guy's name right now, but it's something just preposterous, 50 something inches or close to it. Guy looks like he's floating.
Huh.
And
Amazing.
some of them, they don't end up playing well. It's crazy. They're just athlete freaks.
Well, I can't imagine playing a sport where you have, someone who's equally as an elite athlete charging at you.
No.
Probably close to 300 pounds or whatever, just wanting to take your head off.
Just killers.
That's what they are, literally.
Yeah.
I'll take jumping at a wall. It seems safer.
By myself. I have no one else to depend on.
I remember one of the first few jams at the Forks. I think it was Ben, Tyrion, myself. I think the kids were there too. Leaf and Chikandi. And these two guys, they were walking by looking at us. And I think Ben was doing a side flip, and it was a kind of a big gap. And the guys looked at it and was like, are you afraid of breaking your legs and stuff? And he was like, no, it's not that dangerous. You know what we're doing. And he's like, oh, man, I have 2 surgeries on my knees playing football,
There you go.
And Tyrion was bringing up the point that Oh, you see, it's way more dangerous to play football and then, do parkour. So, like, and it's things you cannot control in a football field. So,
Right.
Yeah.
you can't argue with that.
Someone's out to get your legs. They're paid to get your legs. Parkour, it's like, maybe I won't do big jumps after 35.
Yeah.
If I feel I can do it,
Yeah.
I go there.
Until you, right.
Yeah.
Until you can, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Football, you're doing your stuff. Somebody 350 pounds rolls over your knee. You got to go through surgery and stuff. So something you cannot control. Anyway,
if it's an element of parkour, we should start. Hey, we can just have one designated tackler.
could you imagine?
You got to do these moves, but someone at the gym's going to tackle you. You never know. Got to stay sharp.
Funny.
That's the dangerous element that.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone all padded up and held it in.
Maybe the 80s, but not nowadays.
Sort of be like some kind of futuristic roller derby, but parkour.
Parkour derby, all right.
Hey, here we go. Don't say it; it's gonna happen.
Sounds like a show that would be on NBC or something.
Yeah. We went into the center of Canada to go do some parkour derby in Winnipeg. There's a bunch of athletes that just go around and jump around parkour and hit each other.
On rooftops.
At the Forks at -30. Let's go watch them now.
Oh, man. That's an idea right there.
$1 million idea.
Careful. Do you have any other hobbies, Vinnie?
Yeah, like I still watch football and soccer.
Yeah. Do you play guitar?
I like the NFL because it's seasonal, so it starts in September. So from September to January, I have the NFL to focus on. I think a lot of that time of the rest of the year, I watch a lot of soccer too. Mm-hmm. My favorite team in Brazil, it's like nowadays it's one of the best. Yeah. They just somehow they managed their financial situation there, and they hired a bunch of good players, and it just stood out. And it's better to obviously I watch the team all the time, but if the team is winning, we want to watch it even more. So
no, I get it. I totally do. Yeah.
And like UFC too, fighting.
Oh yeah.
There's a fight tonight.
Is there?
Later tonight, like 10, 11 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, is that the
There's a Brazilian guy. He's gonna fight for the championship, for the lightweight championship.
Isn't the heavyweight with John Jones? John Jones?
John. Yeah, he's not fighting tonight though.
Okay. I thought it was coming up.
That's great. Yeah, he's got into a lot of problems, like outside of fighting, like hit and run incidents, carrying a gun, fire a gun, shooting the gun, like police officers, saw that, and he got into a lot of problems and got his title stripped from him, and he had to go back to the UFC, fight other fighters again, and fight for the championship again.
Wow.
Got the championship again, got stripped from the title again. He's just crazy, that guy.
But he hasn't lost though, right?
He has one loss, I guess.
One loss from being stripped. That's pretty awesome. Something I'm not looking to get into. I don't. Like I know I can take a beating and I can give one, but I just don't care to.
Yeah, I can watch. Yeah,
exactly.
I did karate when I was 12 too.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had to go to this different city to do karate. And
in Brazil?
For a year, yeah. For a year. It was my grandmother and myself. We had to take a bus. And it was like a 15 minutes bus.
Wow.
To the gym. But it was cool. It was fun. Yeah. They gave us food in the end.
Nice.
they would give us, like sandwiches and fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil's pretty famous, right? You got like what capoeira out of there, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? The Gracies,
BJJ, yeah.
Yeah,
soccer.
a big
Soccer, yeah.
Some awesome, probably
Just
like
need a football
one of
team.
the nicest looking martial arts, and then one of the deadliest martial arts, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks nice too. Like it's elegant how they move, and in capoeira,
Yeah,
they move their legs like we call it dancing. It's not even,
right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think martial arts, it's something that really, it brings you way more stuff than just learning moves. It's a discipline. It's an art, and it's a way of living for a lot of people.
Yeah, you have to really apply yourself. Like it doesn't come easy.
Oh yeah,
you got to work hard to get all those. I mean, even like
move your arms and legs.
Like parkour, it's like built-in discipline, right? Like if you're not taking it seriously, you're not gonna keep progressing. Did you see a lot of capoeira around, like in your neighborhood or anything? Like
there was this like community center really close to my house, and they had classes, capoeira classes there. But it was like in a bad timing, and the schedule wasn't good. Yeah, I never did capoeira, but yeah, I remember people like playing the instruments in like a circle in a square. We had a circle in a square. It's kind of crazy, but a circle of people at a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a lot of people just watching it, and it's nice to watch. It's an art. It's pretty really cool.
Is, yeah. I've always admired it.
We have a lot of expression of art in our streets back in Brazil. Just people selling handcraft collars, and you guys know about that stuff, and people just live off selling these things and moving across the country, just moving like nomads, just
open that way. Yeah,
you see a lot of that. People playing instruments all the time. Also, the weather helps. We don't have problems.
No, I love equator weather. I'm in the wrong part of like.
That's just rough.
I should be on an island somewhere.
Yeah, it's weird to think about that places like that exist on Earth, hey? Like just consistent weather all year round.
Consistent, sunny.
It's funny because before moving, to Canada, I used to think the same thing. Like, okay, there are places on Earth that gets like -40. So okay.
I know, right?
Getting to that.
Well, thanks for staying in -30, 40. Not a lot of people submit themselves to this.
It's an adventure for sure, but it's
cool.
It's fun. It's a challenge.
It's a good story.
Oh yeah.
Have you taken part of like many winter activities then?
Not really. The first two, I'd say I'm still surviving.
Right. Right.
Because I got here in July, so I had time to acclimatize myself. It wasn't like I got out of 35 positive to a -30.
Yeah.
And that in terms of adapting, I had a little bit of time, but yeah, like it's very cold, and I don't know. I couldn't find anything to enjoy that much yet. I tried a little bit of like hiking because I love hiking as well.
Yeah.
But some places are like we need a 4x4 to reach the place, or I don't know. There's always something, and it's cold, and I gotta work on that regard.
Did you take advantage of like snowbanks and like try some flips or?
I tried this winter. I want to say actually this spring. It was like April, March. We
Mhm.
had a little bit of snow, and I tried a little side flip, a little bit of side flips that I was working on. It was good because I landed on my butt a few times, so
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't hurt at all. So
Okay,
good for me.
Can't wait to see them.
Yeah, I was working with Tyrion the other day at the Forest too. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Trying to get those side flips better, and
Good.
yeah, gotta get those. Yeah, it's my favorite one. Whew.
Besides side flips, what are you working on now?
You mean which side?
No. Like, what besides side flips? Is there some
Oh,
other move that you're working on?
um, in general, right? Not just
Just
flips.
yeah, in general, like I'm trying
Yeah.
to work on my strides, so I set up a bunch of cinder blocks out back, and then I throw a lache in at the end.
I'm trying to work better for sure on my sticks. I want to get my sticks better,
Yeah.
and I know it's a lot of my, got to work a little bit more on my leg workout because I feel it's more, muscle related than, yeah. And also the cat pass, the Kong pad, the Kong vault. I want to get more distance.
Right.
Yeah.
From takeoff to.
Yeah, and where I want to land. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
And I want to get your climb ups better as well.
Yeah, I know the list goes on. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep going here. And I want to get Tic Tacs and
Climb ups.
Oh yeah.
Top outs.
Yeah, like Kongs. Yeah, basically the Kongs. Yeah, like getting that distance is what I want to work more on this summer, I guess, and
Cool.
sticks. So, yeah. And of course, like if you're training sticks, you're also going to train your precisions, and you're going to train everything. So yeah, but I want to focus on my climb ups, my Kongs, and the sticks.
So, do you do any kind of like calisthenics at home, or weight training, or something off the internet, or to keep up
Yeah.
with that over the winter and whatnot?
Oh yeah. Oh, winter. Over the winter, I thought we were gonna have the gyms open, and that kind of sucked because everything was closed, like pretty much the whole winter. So I had to find other ways, and looking over Instagram and athletes, and they were talking about trainers and who they train with, and there's this Brazilian athlete. He's not famous at all. He's got like 300 followers or something, but he's all right. I like him. And he was talking about his personal trainer. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And just focus on parkour and train your legs, your upper body, and strength and endurance, and to work on your longevity. And I was talking to the trainer, and he went to college and stuff. He specialized in sports, and he got me like like an exercise, like a table with exercises and for each day of the week. Yeah, and that's what I've been doing so far since, like, I don't know, November. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And I just at home, I didn't have access to gyms, and I don't have any equipment here, so it was just push-ups, squats, and
Body weight.
all the variants. Yeah. So, but now that the weather is getting pretty good, just time to go outside and just keep working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hustle the outdoors.
Love how the weather is getting better now. Oh, I thought it was never gonna get warm, actually warm.
Yeah, it seemed to take a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've been going to this. I think it's at. I don't remember the name of the street now. But Nino has a photo there. Has a picture, like he's doing like an outfit.
Yeah, at his park there.
Yeah, at this park.
Gateway.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great park. There's nice laches and nice bars.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun actually.
Pretty good too. Like
Some
all these.
precisions. Yeah, you can get really inventive there. What kind of movement we want to throw down.
Mhm. Yeah, and so after work, I just go there. I switch my shoes because I wear steel toe boots. So maybe that's a weighted lifting. Maybe.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. No one has. Anyone out
That's
there
like
listening?
5
Any recommendations for Vinnie?
Good advice. I mean, they are like way more expensive than just weighted stuff like belts and stuff, but
Right,
or vests.
like
But
vests. Yeah, totally.
if your work is paying for your boots, then why not use them? Check out my shirt.
I see it. Yeah, I like that one. Right through it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I was looking at it. I saw the orange parkour part. I've always wanted that shirt. I'm glad you have it.
Where did you actually get that from?
My wife, she bought it from me. I don't know.
Yeah, good for her. That's nice.
Yeah.
For anyone not watching right now,
yeah.
it's just a maze with a straight line through it. It says parkour.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
My screen went dark.
So I mean, parkour. Is there some certain aspects of parkour that keep you interested in it? Is it purely, do you feel like just the kind of more physical progression, or psychological?
Yeah, exactly. It's not just you go outside and you jump on a wall and it's not just doing the moves. It's I think the discipline and the awareness that it brings you. It's huge. It's just, you look at this. First of all, you look at the city in a different way, and that's something you hear everybody saying, and it's actually true.
It is. It's for life, Vinnie. Sorry to tell you.
And then just obviously overcoming every challenge and all the progress that you have to put into, and you see everything paying off, and you just want you just follow that as like a way of seeing other things in life as well. So yeah. Right. You guys agree on that, I guess?
No, we totally get that. I use parkour in a lot of aspects of my life, like mentally and physically,
Oh, yeah. And I think it was 2018. I was like, oh man, my friends are all far, nobody here. We gotta find something to do. And I was like, my mom's not here to tell me I can't do parkour anymore. I didn't really, it wasn't my first thought, but I talked to her. She was like, "Oh, I can't stop you now."
But you're like, "Mom, free healthcare." Okay,
right?
go.
Yeah. But yeah, and I looked up on YouTube first to find some, Winnipeg Park, which is just to check if there was something there. And I think I found Ben's channel. I think it was Kazan. I don't even know how to. Yeah.
Chasm. Yeah.
Chasm. Yeah. I think I watched that video. I'm like, oh, that's the Forks. I know that. I know where that is. And I'm like, oh, people do parkour in Winnipeg.
Nice.
Yeah, I looked, and then I looked for gyms and places to go, and Serratas. I think it was Serratas or Serratas. And popped up, and I went there one day.
It's Serratas.
Serratas. Is that a joke or something? I think
it is a joke.
Thanks for catching that, Vinnie. Yeah, so go on. You're saying about them having open gym and paid. I mean, training available.
But yeah, I went there one day. I talked to Ben. He added me in to the group. that's how I got there.
Into the chat group.
Into the chat group, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Anyone interested out there? We have a WPK chat group. DM somebody in there and we'll get back to you.
And then one day there was a jam. I showed up and people were like, "Oh, nice to meet you."
Yeah. How'd that feel?
You gotta
How'd you
go
feel
there
showing up? Like just going out of your house to a place that there were some people maybe there.
It's a challenge since you decide you want to do it, because like I said, like what, nobody in town, like it's a completely different place, you know. And you're like, okay, I like parkour, I want to go there. People are probably nice because parkour is cool. So I went there, and Ben and Tyrion were training, and Jesse was training too. And Jesse was doing something crazy, of course.
I know,
and,
he's a freak.
And the other guys were trying to do too, and they all did it. They did like a super huge precision across. That's at the forks, across the
three,
tree and that big rock there, and then he was huge, and I was like, I can film it for you. I can't even get close to that, so I'll just film it for you. And that's how I was just like, I'm gonna try to just be a nice guy and film for you. And
that's a rare commodity. It's someone to film.
Yeah, really, that's so true.
Obviously, it's you're like, I don't know anyone. How are these guys? I don't know them. I hope they're nice.
It was really awesome because when you came out to the Sage Jam last year, was it September? Is that right? End of August? I can't remember. And or mid-September, 12th. Anyway.
Yeah.
You came out, and then we went to the backside of the legislative building, and there was that running pre.
Yes.
And then, I convinced you hard enough to actually stick it, and by the end of the day, you got it.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, it was really cool. It was like to be a part of that. Like, I know you from second time seeing you, kind of thing, and to have that kind of like encompassing, welcoming, like, let's do all this together, and that's too big for me, but I'll encourage the hell out of you to do it, But that was a good time, hey?
It was pretty cool. That was a pretty good day. Pretty good time we had. Yeah. You helped me on that one. You helped me on a cat tree as well. I remember.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know the place, but it's by a staircase that leads to the river, and it's kind of a hidden place with a bunch of trees. And it was a kind of a low wall for the Kong, and I couldn't reach the wall for the precision. And you were like, you gotta tuck it a little more. You gotta tuck it. And I tried that, and I tried like in the first try that I did what you said. And I was like, oh man, I got way over. I overshooted the first. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I overshot it. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. And you were like, yeah, you can do it.
Oh, man. That makes me so happy because I remember a moment, and then for you to remember another one, like that just like, makes me all warm inside. Thank you.
Probably more that I don't remember now. But
yeah, I know, right? We'll wait until the next time. We have more to talk about that. Push each other.
Just Christy's like superpower, hey? Just like whispering things to people to get them to do things.
Yeah, all positive, right?
Yeah.
You can do this. You've already done it 10 times in your head. Just do it with your body.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Just like that, Christy. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Just send it. Just send it.
I have that sticker here.
Yeah, it's good to have you around, of course. But,
well, for anyone, and if it wasn't me, there was somebody else doing that to me, and I'm just passing it along. Tom's done it for me before. Nino's done it for me. Tyrion all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good aspect of the community.
I know, it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad you found that.
That's
like I said, like I just showed up, and I hope people are nice, and of course they are.
Yeah,
what's that, Tom?
Everyone in parkour is just a bunch of weirdos. doing weird things together.
Yeah, and having fun and all
Yeah.
accepting.
Yeah.
Shame
It's
on
like,
us.
yeah, try that. Oh yeah, you can totally do that. That's what it takes sometimes. Where it's like, oh, okay, this person, I've been training with them for a while. They know what I can do. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it works. It works.
No,
Yeah.
that's so true, Tom. Yeah, and that's why it's good to. We had in a chat or someone said somewhere that what's you got to get a training partner. You got to go someone that has time to go with you because at your level, if not beyond or whatever, right, or whatever style or level you're at, but it's good to go with a partner because because you literally will rub off on each other eventually. Like
Mhm.
like I know I rub off my flow off onto other people, and then sometimes they're big gains. I'm like, but I want to get there, so I push myself just a little bit further than I normally wouldn't have by myself, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, when I showed up for the jam for the first one, I knew the guys, the boys are like elite, like world class stuff. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm getting into. I'm not gonna, do those things yet, but I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah.
And like you said, like they are like levels ahead of me, and I don't feel like intimidated or anything. But I know that if I had someone on my like level or a little closer, like you said, um, yeah, maybe you would have helped. You would help to like progress a little bit more, I'd say.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't have like a benchmark or a parameter,
Right.
Yeah, because if you're learning the same move for the first time, sometimes you have some tips, or you're getting something that I'm not, or vice versa. Yeah,
Yeah. Whatever
but also
works.
like when you have like way more experienced people, like they also have tips for you. So yeah, so yeah, it's good. It's good,
It is
and
good.
yeah, you can debate the having like super good guys around isn't a good thing. So
Yeah. No, I hear you. Oh, my
also like
screen went off
it's
again.
so cool to watch the little boys play on doing parkour as well.
Oh, Leaf and Chicone.
Yeah, and they're doing crazy stuff.
I just can't believe.
Just doing cat leaps and things, and they're like 9. And okay, I'm definitely gonna see these guys progressing.
That's funny. Have you seen them lately? Have you seen them around or?
not since last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear they're still around. I hear they're still giving her. I see some on the Instagram, but I haven't seen live.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think Chikandu was yesterday.
Yeah, he was that the other day.
Jam, the session there. Yeah. But they moved to another different spot. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna
It was
be
good to be up.
wild to see those kids in a few more years, especially when you have people like Ben teaching them, right?
Oh,
Like,
uh-huh. I'm thinking like, what if, those little kids' moms were my mom?
Right.
Should have killed them.
And shout out to those mothers too of those children because
Parents.
not every parent will let their child run freely along some like jagged edges, knowing that he's going to make it. They're going to make it to the other side, And those parents are super cool. I can vouch for that. So good on them for encouraging parkour on such a young child.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, those kids they're just amazing. Yeah, gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Watch. And yeah, just and of course, if I had, if I had like some encouragement as well, like when I was a kid, I might have, ended up doing more parkour and not doing a lot more soccer. And who knows? Because I had a lot of experiences playing soccer as well, so I wasn't that bad. So I had a few. A few experiences too, and it helped me with when I moved when I changed school because I think it was 8th grade. I went to this different school, and I was like, oh, I don't know anyone. It's gonna be weird. And on the same week, there was the football, the soccer training there that they had. And I showed up there, and I'm like, okay, I know I can play, so I'll just go there and play. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was pretty good, you know. And they were like, oh man, who are you? You're the new kid, right? You're the new kid. Okay, come here.
The
Come here.
new kid, you're on my team.
Yeah, and I was like, it became, you know, you were all my friends in the first week. You know, it wasn't a problem at all. It helped me a lot, you know. So,
Cool, right on.
yeah, about the community and the aspect of playing sports in general, I think. Yeah, it really helps you in a lot of
I would
aspects.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. You create really strong bonds through it, especially through something like, I mean, soccer or football, you know, is like such a team sport, right?
Mhm.
You need to have like
Everybody-
good,
supporting each other.
The rules.
Yeah. And you have to know the rules
You
to
have to.
how to use the rules, you know,
Yeah.
because a lot of times it's knowing the rules that get you the advantage sometimes. You
True.
know, to get the guy offside and how to get him to trip.
Oh, you're one of those type of players, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a defender. So you gotta find ways to get the striker on, you know, to lose his balance without
Yes,
anyone seeing. You just find ways, and I was good at that. I was
I
good
was
at annoying strikers.
I was doing parkour rolls before I never knew what they were because I'd like fake that kick. Oh, you kicked my leg, and then I'd do like a shoulder roll. I'd be like, oh, I pick up like a little bit of a limp. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, 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 keep it playing. No, you gotta foul. Oh, can someone else kick it?
Wow.
Yeah, because
you know?
everyone is
Dirty
trying to
game.
get
That's why
advantage.
parkour's not like that. You know,
That
like
kinda-
you can't cheat yourself, right?
That kind of deceit never happens in good hockey game, you know.
Oh, never. No.
That's one of those where even when they're bleeding, they're like, "No, I'm good."
I'm good.
Let's
Just
go.
stitch me up. I gotta go back out.
In fact, let me fight him.
It's crazy. This quick story. Some fighters I was reading about some UFC fighters, like the famous ones, and some Brazilian ones. They're pretty good, like from the 90s and the 2000s, mid 2000s, and they're saying like in the old days there wasn't a lot of people watching and not a lot of broadcasting, so they did a lot of illegal stuff in their fightings, and if they had a cut or something like that, you're probably gonna get stitches, and that gets that puts you off for like weeks. And when the fighter is in the beginning of his career, he wants to fight more and more, and one of these guys was saying that he didn't get stitches. He would just put some super glue, and that would get you good to go, and the next day. And I'm like, oh shit, man, that's just gnarly, man. That's not for me.
The fighters are hardcore, man.
Oh man, that's crazy. I don't know if they can bash their shins, but
No way.
they can do some stuff. Yeah, it's gnarly.
It's a certain person too. Like the certain person that can take that tolerance, right?
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't know. Parkour can be dangerous, but it's more about what you can do and knowing you can do than just the aspect of danger. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll bring it up. So, did you watch the Cork Boy video?
Oh, the front flip into the pool, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost died.
I think everyone in this chat agrees.
Sketchy.
That's just foul. Like that's just. That turns me off of the whole idea of parkour. Like it makes me not want to do.
That's a good debate because I was watching. I don't know if I cut you out. I'm sorry.
No, it's just scary. Go for it.
Yeah, because I was watching Dom's stuff, Dom Tomato, and last year, and he was just getting his level further and further. He still is. And I asked myself, like, oh man, I don't know how far he is just pushing the limits, and if he actually got it, And just getting his level up and up. And just watching his recent stuff, like a month from now, I don't know. I just think he really has it. You know, he really knows his body, and he's got the mentality for it. So he just trusts himself and goes for it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you compare that with Cork Boy, I don't see any of that anywhere.
Yeah.
No, that's it. In his videos, it really, I think he actually makes it look like he's putting his life at risk, and that's what he wants people to think. That's my opinion, and I don't think that's parkour at all. He's doing the moves, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'm in the same position as you. I wouldn't consider that to be like parkour, right? Maybe a parkour athlete, but doing something crazy. It's not. No.
Yeah,
like, that was a 7-story drop.
It's sketchy, man. And yeah, I don't know.
Didn't he do a dive Kong last year or something like that, and just miss the building or something? Like, what was that one about?
Oh yeah, wasn't it like a 360?
A 360 dive,
yeah.
And like he
lost his. Yeah, I think when he landed, he
overrolled or something.
Yeah, he over rotated and he didn't roll, so his body kind of bounced and sent him wherever he was pointing at, and he luckily was pointing to another wall.
Right, which he slammed into instead of off the cliff. Yeah,
because he kind of fell and hit this kind of a wall. But he was like, a little bit off to the other side. I don't think he.
Tom, you know which one we're talking about?
Man.
So I stopped watching him after another suicide attempt. I'm just, I can't watch this guy throw himself against things. Like, I like his flow when he actually does parkour. I really do like it. I like his dreads. I like his tats. I like his tank top. I like everything. But I like his whole thing, Cork Boy. But when he does sketchy stuff, like it's sketchy, just I can't. No thanks. But then I see Dom and I see him do these staircases, and I'm like, oh, okay. But when you see him, and then when you look back, you're like, okay, you can see like a slight progression and keep on going. Like, he just doesn't start there, like.
And he gets those flips with 20 feet drop, like consistently over and over and over.
Yeah.
Day after day.
Yeah. He does it every day. How many times a day?
Yeah.
So
even the IMAX, like the Kong front there.
Oh man.
He was thinking about that one for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like 2 years of imagining that and testing in other spots. Yeah. Like that's
getting ready.
That's the complete like apex, like the top of parkour, right? Like
you can kind of see he was training for that when those videos. I think he lives in Australia, I think. And those videos at this harbor, and he's doing flips, landing on this small little wood beam, whatever.
Plots,
and he was aiming for those things, and I think that kind of helped him with the Kong front as well. How to land, and that probably helped him with it.
Yeah, it's like you have specialists in other sport. Well, Dom's like a specialist in parkour, and then you get goons in other sports, and then we have our goon.
Yeah.
Did I say that wrong? Edit that out, Tom. I don't think goon would come across as a particular type.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't want to
appropriate, like someone who's just like a little more reckless, right?
Reckless, okay. I don't want anyone to take that in a different turn, because
it's even if they're not intending it, it definitely comes across that way to a lot of people.
Okay,
right. So
yeah,
I don't see it being anything personal against them, right?
Okay, so
they want to move like that. That's how they move.
If anyone finds it offensive, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean it in that way, if you know me. See, everyone laughs, so that's cool. Everyone knows me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do what you want with that edit.
Everyone does goon stuff. Sometimes it's just
It is what it is.
We have the benefit of being able to do that into like a foam pit.
This is true when they're not locked down.
Yeah.
Imagine how that foam pit feels. Nobody's jumping into me. Come on. This is where all the germs are at. Like,
The bacteria pit.
could you imagine everyone gets a foam pit square when they go back here, and here's your square. Little token. Put it on your keychain.
Oh boy.
Oh, too funny.
Where's Cork Boy from? I don't know. I know he's from Asia.
I want to say
Yeah.
Thailand, but I don't know.
Do you guys know any athletes there? Any parkour athletes? I know there's one in Mota's project.
There's a couple females I follow. I think there's a handful of them that I follow in that type of on that rim. The Pacific Coast.
Southeast
Islanders,
Asia.
yeah. And they're so good. I can't run their names off because I don't want to embarrass myself with enunciations, but I think one just won the Tempest last month for the challenge, females, and her friends. I know one lady is her friend, and they're just for women. There are doms. There are people that are really pushing.
Yeah. Oh, I love seeing all these women going outside and doing parkour, just filming and getting bigger and bigger in the community. It's going to be something. I see a big boom and.
Oh, really? Right on. Cool.
Yeah. In the next few, I don't know, months, maybe years.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Vinnie,
see a lot of videos. Yeah.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I play games a lot. Yeah.
So Store's coming out with that game. How do you think that's going to change our scene?
Yeah. I bought the pre-order, Patreon thing. Yeah. I didn't get the most expensive one, but I got access to the Discord channel, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was like $30. It wasn't expensive.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. And the developers are on the Discord channel, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, you kind of see the behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be awesome. On PlayStation 2, did you guys play Free Running at all? The game.
I remember when that game came out, like watching the Urban Free Flow stuff, but I have never actually gotten to play it.
You know, it's funny and ironic. My mom bought me this game.
Oh, that is ironic.
I wasn't expecting it at all. She got home one day and she pulled out of the purse like, "Oh, here it is. I know you like parkour, but I don't let you do it."
But after supper,
You
right?
pretend to do it on a video game.
Do it on a video game, and the game is arguably bad.
Right.
I say arguably because there might be one or two there that might like it, but overall the game is pretty clunky. And for a parkour game, you need flow, you need you need speed and things connecting, and all things interlaced. And in this game, it was just climb up, boom, run, and then all robotic.
Right.
You know what?
Tack, and then the animation would kick in. It was all like pretty clunky, but at the time, we're talking 2007, 8.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was just amazing.
I think I did play it.
And it was an underground
familiar.
game. It was super underground.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anybody else who, like, at the place, where I lived. My friends, no one ever heard of that game. So I don't even know how my mom found the game.
Yeah.
She asked the store clerk.
Oh, I don't know. Should talk to, David Bell.
Yeah, we're having him on, actually. He's on after you.
Yeah, right.
Dare to dream, David.
But yeah, I played that game. I think that's the only game that it's like close to a parkour game. Of course, you have like elements of parkour in other games like Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, and
Right, yeah.
Prince of Persia too. For
Right.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
All of those wall runs and acrobatic things that the character does is so awesome.
Stalling time.
That was so huge when Assassin's Creed came out. Like, that's the first game where it's like, you could make your character climb up a wall, like any wall,
anything,
like anything that sticks out a little bit. And like, I remember seeing that being like, what? Like, this is insane. How are they doing that?
And just playing all of those towers, yeah.
those games were fun, especially like the big ridiculous strides across entire streets.
Entire streets.
Yeah.
He's jumping from buildings, and then it was pretty fun to watch the transition, right, from like PlayStation 2, 2000, 2000 era to full HD era.
Yeah,
with like 1080p and stuff.
Yeah, going to the PS3, Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was just a huge change. They could, incorporate those elements into the games more.
Yeah. Did you play Mirror's Edge?
Yeah, I did play that one.
Yeah, that's a
pretty cool. I forgot about that one. Totally
classic. No, it's really funny how they did the whole runner's vision, like making the things highlight red.
Yeah,
so you know
exactly.
to like go over there, and that is an interesting take on a parkour game for sure.
Yeah. Also, all the momentum as well. You couldn't just stand on the edge of the building and just jump. And you actually, connect a few lines first and then jump, so you get more distance. Like, I got it. I got all the line done. Now it's just a jump. It's easy. Boom.
Yeah.
And the game will encourage that. If the more you connect the lines, the more flowy the screen would make it look like, with objects passing like faster and stuff. Yeah. That was a pretty cool game.
All the times you run and jump at something like, I should have got that, and then that just the falling down. That should have worked. Why didn't it work?
The sound, everything black.
The impossible like 6-step wall runs across the going sideways.
But really, but I think the movies got me into looking for parkour a little bit more than games, because after I watched District 13, I remember one of the 007 movies as well. I think Sebastian Kahn was the one of the bad guys that had a chase scene there. And my stepdad at the time, the same guy who taught me the gate vault and stuff. Yeah. He showed me 007. Oh, this scene here, it's when they do parkour, and I'm like, I want to watch it. And we went to watch the movie, and I remember at this period, when I was like a kid, I would watch movies just, he's doing parkour. I think he's doing parkour. And Jackie Chan movies too. Oh my God. It was just amazing. Those are my favorite ones.
I guess it was around that time too, like 2009, 2010, when bigger movies started to add in these parkour elements, and you could wow, he just did like a dash. Like I remember seeing like
you could tell
the Incredible Hulk actually, which there's a bit filmed in Brazil, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they get the Hulk to do this like dash vault. I'm like, whoa, like what the heck was that? It's like this chase scene.
Is that the Edward Norton
dash?
Yeah, cool.
I'm not a fan of that movie, but it's nice.
And then all the other Marvel superhero stuff, like
I just noticed
there's some good people.
I just noticed Glass. It's on Netflix, I believe. And then this guy has multiple personalities, but his top personality is called Beast.
Yeah.
And you've seen his movement when he goes across the grass. It's like, those are huge quattro strides.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? Yeah,
that's an awesome movie.
Cool. Yeah, I love seeing. You're right, Vinny. I look for that in movies too. Sometimes I'm like, I want to go see an action flick or see one up, on a home. I guess I was gonna say the big screen. but I want to see it. And then I just like, it's almost like I'm commentating on a UFC fight. Oh, he's got the back now. He's gonna take the back, and it's a rear naked choke. Okay, say goodnight. I see like that in a parkour line in a movie. I'm like, oh, he's gonna do this and do that. He's gonna jump over that, and I see like Justin Bieber's character in Zoolander 2 in the beginning, right? All these parkour moves. I'm like, oh, right on, that was sick. I'm like, that's not Justin.
Yeah.
That's like Chase or somebody,
Not fooling anyone.
And then I look for the stunt people at the end. I'm like, no, I don't know any of those people. No.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, we should have like more parkour movies, like Store made a few ones. Yeah. And documentaries too, like the old stuff. There were a few ones. But like it's pretty rare. I think Team Fat is working on something now. Because I saw something on Instagram. They were posting like this. They have this huge project and stuff. So maybe there's something nice coming up.
Yeah, I think there's some documentary that with a lot of the more famous parkour people that are interviewed in it.
Yeah, because I don't know cool. if the movies are like just parkour, just about parkour, going to the big screen, it's like it's for everyone. Everyone will watch it.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and then it gets more more people doing parkour. Maybe there's less people thinking that it's just people jumping and getting hurt all the time, because that's not the truth.
Yeah, and then people start seeing jams at public places, and next thing you know, they get interested, and then
because it's gotten a lot better, of course. Like, I believe that parents nowadays, they don't think like my mom used to think back in 2005. And yeah, just information just helps a lot. More people just being aware of how things really are.
We'll be right back to the CubeCast after this fat, lazy pre. Have you ever been outdoor training and someone yells, "Be careful," or "Don't hurt yourself"? By the raise of hands, I can tell this has happened to you. With the Sage Movement clothing line, this will never happen again. Quite the opposite starts happening. But don't take my word for it. Twist over to sagemovement.net and get your streetwear. Use the promo code CubeCast10 and get 10% off your order. Just a bit of a side flip. And now, back to Tom. All right, and we're back.
So, with back in Brazil, you were already training parkour there for a bit then, right?
Yeah, a little bit for like a year.
Was there a group of people there that you trained with? Usually
would be with my stepdad. He would just show me a few things, and I was like 10, so it wasn't like I could do like huge stuff anyway.
Right.
He was just jumping over fences and rolling on the grass and learning how to fall. He teach me that a lot. Yeah, like revving a bike, just biking a little bit, pretending you're falling, and then rolling over.
Awesome.
He was saying that a lot. I need to learn how to fall. Yeah, that was. But then, yeah, like I said, I didn't really. Yeah, I didn't keep training. I just.
Right.
Yeah. Also, because not a lot of people knew about parkour. Where I lived, it wasn't a big town, so it was like 40 kilometers from downtown Rio. So it's a little bit, further. Things would take a year or two to get there,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I guess not everyone would have just had easy internet access.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
In my street, I think nobody in my street had internet access that time. It was more like a thing in the capital and in the main suburbs. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But not in a bit further towns. Yeah, it was pretty hard.
That makes sense then. Like,
We had dial
like,
up, but it was like
yeah,
dial up was like pretty slow, and they would charge a lot for
because
that.
there's for sure a direct correlation to like internet access and increase of parkour awareness. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. You see someone doing the flip, oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then you're not gonna see someone doing the flip in the streets that often, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a funny thing, seeing like a flip in real life for the first time. Is like,
or
oh man, I thought
handstand.
that's
You
like
know,
a
you do a
movie
handstand,
thing.
everybody looks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. A handstand. Yeah.
Like, how is this happening right now? This
And it's funny because the handstand is a transition to a move in capoeira, and like people kind of know how to do the move because it's similar to a handstand. You just move your legs. You know, that's a handstand, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's a handstand. And you use the legs to like swing around.
Yeah.
You're kind of like holding on your hand all the time. So, and people try to do that while they're. So people kind of know their handstand in capoeira.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing, actually, that handstands are so like such a thing in parkour when really it serves like no practical.
No, it doesn't. It was the big thing. Remember when everyone was on top of a rooftop doing like a straddle handstand, and then you get this like left to right veer kind of thing, and it's like, no, a handstand on top of a building, he can hurt himself.
I think Tim Sheaf is probably hugely responsible for popularizing handstands and human flags.
Handstand up the stairs, down the stairs.
That like I was doing the human flags. That legit won him I think at least one competition. You know, that was a big move.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that'd win anything now.
No, it doesn't. No.
How it has evolved, right?
Yeah, it has. That was the move at one point.
Yeah. Just because what got me fascinated about parkour watching District 13 was like the huge drops, just taking those drops. Just like, wow. How are these guys jumping from like 20, 25 feet and just, you know, sometimes not even rolling, just absorbing the impact and just keep running. And that got me like, wow, that's just amazing. And my stepdad, he just said like, there's no stunt. There's no stuntman. It's just them.
Yeah.
There's no CGI. There's nothing. That's like pretty cool.
That had to be the first movie where it's like when everything before that was wire work, right? And then after that it was like
Jackie Chan stuff. I'm not too sure.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
His own stuff.
Yeah,
had some monster jumps, but
but nothing close.
Yeah,
nothing close to Manpower Gap.
Manpower Gap. Yeah, like. Unfortunately, a lot of Jackie Chan stuff ended with his some bones being broken.
Yeah, you can do a manpower handstand on a manpower there on the railing, the edge there. Do a straddle.
Also, diving. People do handstands when they're, for diving too. They handstand and then they launch. I don't know the term. They just do their stuff there. It's another usage.
Yeah, I like the handstand Kong. You put a handstand and you Kong through.
Oh yeah.
It looks cool. I don't know if that's an actual term, but Mark does it all the time. I'm just like, I can't wait till I can do that. Now I'm at 47. I can't wait till I can do that. I can still try. For what? What am I going to use it? To start a move, I guess? I don't know.
Just gotta lean, so you can drop into something.
Yeah. Drop into a handstand.
Handstand, drop in.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like talking about like how the parkour, evolved, and it's not just, jumping and doing big stuff. There's so much more, and you see nowadays just flowy things all the time, and you didn't really see that a lot in the mid 2000s. It was just huge jumps and
Yeah.
Not even their climbers look that clean. It's just getting up there and running and looking, strong and looking like you can take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yes, I can take it. I'm strong. I can take this gap. I can climb up this wall. It doesn't matter how big it is. I'm just gonna get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna jump it back through that window, whatever. But yeah, like you see, like I like watching Orlando's stuff. He does all that monkey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's hard. It's not easy.
I think it looks harder too. It looks cool.
It's so techy. It's just yeah,
Tap, 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 tap. This and that. Yeah.
so fast, much coordination, and it looks like he knows. You gotta know like 3 steps ahead. You gotta I'm gonna do this, and I already know what I'm gonna do next. So your mentality is already there. So you just gotta execute. Just kind of he knows everything he's got to do before. He just boom, 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 boom. It's just a matter of executing it and just getting faster and faster. And you compare that to just big jumps and stuff from the movies back then. It's just it looks like a different sport. Not even a sport, like
Yeah. You're doing a whole different activity.
The activity.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
Have you traveled much for doing parkour or just in general?
No, not really. No. I mean, in general, I've been to a few places. Like I went to Uruguay in 2016.
Oh, yeah.
Like a week and a half there. But it was like right after I got married, so it was just more like a
family stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't do parkour there at all.
Right.
Also, I went to Argentina. Argentina was because I used to play FIFA, right? On a PS4.
Yeah, I see that.
This competitive mode called Pro Clubs, and I was one of the players there. We have like 11 players because we play as one, and you need 10 other online players.
Cool. Controlling
one player, and we were pretty good, and we were invited to play in this competition in Argentina.
Really?
The thing is, all my friends in the team, they all live in Brazil, and I'm living here, so I had to travel from here to Argentina, and
awesome.
that was a crazy adventure because going there, I had to take this. I had to sleep at the airport for I had to sleep in the airport in Toronto because my connection was
welcome to Canada.
My connection was 10 p.m. and flying from Toronto to Argentina, and my flight from Winnipeg to Toronto was it was the day before 8 p.m. So I got there in Toronto 24 hours before my flight, basically.
Yeah.
So I had to spend a whole day at the airport.
Yeah.
And I talked to my friends and my family. You're going through all of that to play video game. And it's not just a video game.
I know, right? You gotta defend yourself.
There's a lot more, but for them, it's just video. Anyway.
Anyway.
That's cool. So you got a legit pro gaming experience.
Yeah, yo.
We had the uniform. We had I have a few pictures. It was pretty cool.
I seen it on your Instagram.
Yeah, the connection sucked there, which was a pretty bad thing because we were relying on internet. Playing every second there mattered. So it was sometimes it was the screen was freezing and things like that.
Oh man!
But the whole experience was pretty fun. We got to see every player that we didn't know.
Cool. Yeah.
Just play together. We just hear each other's voices, how each other look, but we had never been together. And it was pretty cool. In another country, it was even cooler. Didn't do parkour there at all. Nothing.
Were most people on your team actual soccer players themselves?
No. No. They're all like
algorithm at that point.
they're all programmers. They're all
there you go.
accountants. Yeah. Some of them want to be players, but like professional players. But, nah. Some professional players are becoming, e-athletes, so it's going the other way.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in a few more years we'll be seeing some e-parkour athletes, professional store parkour
depending on the game
players.
How good the game is going to be.
They'll probably make more money than actual parkour athletes.
By far.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think here in Canada we have a few good spots. Like I saw a few spots in I've never been to Calgary, but I saw a few pictures there that look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know Saskatoon, they have a gym as well. And, Tom was doing parkour there 10 years ago. So he probably can show me where to go and the good spots there too. And I want to go to those places. Yeah. And do some parkour there with the guys.
Yeah, man.
Guys and gals.
I can't wait for restrictions to loosen more and we can start traveling again across Canada into the States. There's so many good communities, like just awesome people that are, everything's far away here, but day or two of driving and it's all good.
We'd have to do like a little video for a Netflix project or something like that. Coast to coast.
Movie stuff. Yeah.
No one take our idea.
Yeah.
That's ours. But and I'm pretty sure people are going to be pretty excited to travel and, just see people that they haven't seen in a long time.
No doubt.
I think the energy is going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We finally do that. Just a good energy, good vibe. Yeah.
So Vinny, you were talking about like spots that you want to check out. What would be your top 5 spots? Either like where you trained at or where you want to train at. I know you said like Empire and Calgary, but does that include your list or is there a brand new like top 5?
One place that I really want to go, at least stand and look at, it's the Manpower Gap. I just want to be there one day and look at, because it's got really stuck in my memory, the movie, the District 13, and the big jump that David Bell does in the movie, it's the Manpower Gap, and that in the chasing scene, the other guys, the bad guys, they all stop, they can't make the jump. And when I found out, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not a setup or anything. I'm like, I want to go there.
Yeah.
And of course, I want to, everybody I think everyone wants to go to IMAX and train there. It's just an iconic spot.
Yeah.
I think,
gives you perspective.
Yeah. I think I think France and England are places that I grew up watching stuff filmed there, just movies and documentaries and about parkour, always in France and in England. So I don't know. I feel I still want to go to those places. It's like a childhood memory that I want to,
Awesome.
I was daydreaming when I was 10 years old. Now I want to go there, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, I hope that comes true for you, Vinny. I'd like to see that on your Instagrams.
Well, if I go there and they make the jump, it's gonna be everywhere. Yeah, probably get one of those projectors and keep rolling on my wall just all the time.
Of your accomplishments.
Yeah. Nah, just kidding.
Have a 3D camera, get every angle that it could possibly get of.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just something that I want to.
Or 360.
Just want to be there, Also, thought about parkour, but like soccer, like I said, like a big fan. And when I watched the Champions League in Europe, when I went to Portugal, it was just amazing. It was just like, wow, I'm here. I used to watch the games when I was a kid in Europe. I'm like, I'm never gonna be there. And there I was, and I'm like, holy, that's pretty cool. I think that would be the same kind of feeling, similar to that.
Yeah.
Like, I can never do that. I'm getting close to that. I think I can do it. Because once you set up a goal, it doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't mean that you actually have to get there, but you it gives you directions and guides you how to the right place, because that's ultimately it's where you want to be. It's what you want to do. Fundamentally, it's not wrong. It's just something that you know
in your own
right.
time. Yeah.
So if you just
awesome.
put yourself on that track, it's something that I think it's gonna bring you positive things. Yeah.
It's always nice to have something to look forward to. Like put something, some good positive vibes towards like going to a place at the end of the day. Maybe see like go to Rome for whatever reason at the end of the day, and next thing you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, you're in Rome for a whole year for your company. Blah blah blah. Careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? It does happen. And you probably when you were young, you probably wanted to go to Venezuela or something like that, and then there you are, boom, doing a video game thing that you probably never thought in your life you'd be doing.
That was pretty insane. Because I saw myself like, holy, going to another country to play.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Really cool.
All the things you can't do.
Care about the flights, It's 42 hours of, from my house to the hotel. It took like 43 hours. It's just crazy.
Pretty wired after that, yeah.
And I got there at like 8 a.m. It was like super early in the morning. And I got to the hotel and I saw all my friends and I was like starving, but I was also like dead tired.
Yeah, what do you do? Buffet or sleep?
Yeah, and I was like, gotta eat. And then I went there and I wanted to talk to everyone, and I was like dead. I was like, fuck. And like, eating a sandwich. That was some fun times. That was
all part of the travel experience.
Oh, it's all part of it, yeah. Luggage, all that stuff too.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I went with a little backpack. I only had like just a set of boxes and a few shirts and socks. Yeah.
So in doing parkour, Vinnie, who are your top 5 people that you watch or look up to, or that really keep you going in the game?
Yeah. Again, I think David Bell's I think all of his contribution to this to the how do I put, to the art.
Yeah.
All of his mentality kind of really helped, knowing about the discipline that he put. Also, I think Kai Williams too. Like I used to watch his stuff when I was growing up too, and he was like huge. I think he still is. Of course, he still is.
He is.
Yeah.
Put up some clips recently.
I was just gonna say that.
I know he was doing some photography stuff. I thought he was like taking a break. Yeah.
He's like pro drone pilot, I think now. I like there's this guy in Motus Project. I think his name is Marks. Joseph. Oh, yeah. Joseph Marks, yeah.
He's like a bald guy.
Yeah.
And I love his style. He's just he always having fun with people there, and he's doing his jumps, and when he takes a bail and he's just laughing and like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like watching the videos when he's in the videos because like he's always in a good mood and
Yeah, he's just doing the thing he loves. He
I think it
shows.
was Joseph Marks. Yeah, Marks. Yeah. There's this Brazilian girl. She lives in Portugal, Camila.
Oh,
Yeah, I love her
Isn't she on
style.
Team Motive?
Yeah, she is.
She's I don't know what to think of her. She's amazing.
I love her how she moves. She's just like bouncy,
She's fast. She's tap.
Yeah,
Tap. No, it's great. Like it's her style. It's a different style, and it suits her. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. How many? 3 now. Callum from Stora.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good
like
one.
him, like his flyos, and he looks powerful when he's jumping and stuff. And of course, his discipline, all his stuff as well. I know he's going through like some back problems for some reason. He's all into longevity, and he takes care of himself. But I think he's gotten some chronic problems on his back, which kind of sucks. I know he's the oldest in the store team. He's like getting close to his 30s. Not that it really mattered, but just a funny fact.
Yeah, funny fact.
I mean, with like how those guys train, like their training frequency is so high, and especially his style of like his big jumps.
Flyos, yeah.
That's a lot of forces to be dealing with for that long of a career.
Yeah, maybe even with all his exercises, maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's some damage that maybe that cannot be fixed. I don't know. Hope not. Anyway,
sometimes you need to take some time off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I like watching Dom stuff, but it's like he's another level. He's like Dom is just another level. There's another guy in Australia. He used to hang out with. I think he hangs out with Dom and Kidori.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like
a
slim guy, like short. Got a little ponytail. He's got this huge arm jumps, just crazy.
Yeah.
How he reaches those, just hangs on to them. His arms just somehow still attached.
Touches,
to his body. Yeah.
Cool.
And, I like watching his stuff because I know there's something like big coming in. Arm jumps.
Yeah. He's one of those people where it's like surprising. Like it's like, where does this power come from? Like
because you look in slow motion, he's just hopping. Somehow he's just getting across this 15-foot gap.
Yeah, it's like I'd make it like half that distance.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Oh, jeez.
Oh man. 5. Yeah,
I think
Callum, Kai,
I think we hit 5.
Camila, Joseph,
and
David Bell, Kadori.
So we got another top 5 then. The last one is your top 5 parkour teams or brands.
Teams or brands. Sage Movement. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh yeah.
My favorite
they're up
team.
and coming. Yeah. Shout out. Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah.
All nice guys.
Coming up.
Love hanging out with them. But I like Moto's project a lot. Like how they film their stuff. It's always looks like they're always making sure that it's on the best angle. It's flawless. Not that the other ones don't do that, but it's just I don't know. I think they have a special touch there.
Yeah, I found that with Soul Destroyer. I found that the cinematography was right on. Like nothing got blocked. There was no bad shadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giles goes an eye for that.
Oh, is it Giles?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
He has like his background with Storm Volume 1, right? All the flow channel stuff.
Was it him that
He's a pro.
He almost broke his ankle doing a side pre one day? I think it was him. Or not. I don't know. Is he the one with the funniest accent? Like he's like from Scottish or something? I don't know.
No. Giles, like he's the one that started Motors Projects.
Oh yeah, he filmed for Store in Asia. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And all roof
I think
culture
I
stuff.
just got the names messed up. Yeah, I don't know him. Yeah, he's got really an eye for that.
Yeah.
Really good. Of course, I love watching Store stuff. Um, what else? Team Fat's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Abdullah a lot too. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, all the fat boys there.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
They're good. They're very good.
Oh, and I forgot the name of that Colombian guy. He won an award last year or this year in Store Awards. I won't remember his name now, but I think he's from Colombia. He's so good. I forgot to mention him before.
Cool.
But yeah, but about teams, I don't really remember any other ones that I actually like follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really like watching Motus stuff because of their cinematography. Yeah, and these ones that I mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like these days, like there's not a lot coming out from Farang.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Although I guess in the States there's like Squadron, right? Like Daryl Stingley there, Wayzilla, his group, like they're always crazy videos coming out of there.
Yeah. I think I've watched just one video of them. Like I remember the name and I remember watching something, but I gotta check more stuff from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Big groups, yeah. Teams. Sage.
Right on. So that brings us to our final sage advice.
Oh, the advice. Oh my God.
What would you give somebody starting out parkour or wanting to get into it, or what you found in parkour that you can say to somebody else? Like, what keeps you here?
It's funny because I got back. Let's say I got back into parkour when I was like 23. So I wasn't like a teenager anymore. So I kind of had a feeling like, I have to stuck with the basics first. I gotta build the foundation.
Right.
Yeah. So at first I would just come out and find a picnic table, and I would just like drill vaults all the time.
Right on.
Yeah. So I think if you're starting out now, just drill the basics, just like easy stuff on ground level. Picnic tables help a lot. Yeah. And I don't know, I think it helps if you film too, because if you're filming, you can just watch yourself progressing. But it's kind of weird if it's being by yourself, but it's fine. Like people don't care.
Yeah, at the first couple times, exactly. Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
everyone's filming themselves these days, anyways.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. These days, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, an advice would be just work with your basics first and build some strength, because you don't want to do this big drop and just trust on your knees without training for like, if you've been training for like, I don't know, 2-3 months and you want to do like this big jump, it's probably not going to work out well.
Yeah.
Even if you feel confident, just really make sure that your knees can take it. So something like that, you know what I mean? Like,
good. That's that's awesome. Using the fundamentals and basics, I aspire to. That's not the right word. I really recommend that, because sometimes I'll have to draw something back and just do something a little bit so I can get my confidence back.
Exactly. I went I used to go to I think it's Bernie School. It's like 5 minutes away from here. It's like a high school. And there's like this 2-3 little Bernie Wolf. Bernie Wolf, maybe. Yeah, I think it's Bernie Wolf. But yeah, there's these walls there, and last year I was working a lot there, like precisions and plyos and cat precisions.
Oh yeah, I know
and
that. That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good spot.
it's great. Yeah, it's like 3-4 minutes away. It's super
Really?
close.
I'd love to train there one time with you, Vinnie.
Yeah,
I don't think I've been there.
it's a nice place. There's not a lot of stuff, but there's this playground, so you can play around like with a lot of things there. But like obstacles and stuff, there's just these walls there, but you can play a lot of them, and they're like going up like on the ramp. So they get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that spot pretty well.
But yeah, like I was saying, I was training over there, and I was like, okay, I got this spot. I got pretty good moves here. And this year, I went back there, and I was like, oh, this looks big. You know, I better start slow again. And it took me, I don't know, I just had to go back to do some precisions again. And it's just like, okay, it doesn't look big anymore. So I just, like you say, you just got to go back a little bit. Just take one step behind. Yeah. One step back and yeah.
Yeah, I've had those moments, and it's nothing because the year before it was something and you're freaked out, and then like your progression and your training and everything else, and then you go back a year later and you're like, oh, I was scared of this.
Yeah, there's also that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's like, yeah, it's not hard anymore. It's like, doing pull-ups, you're doing pull-ups. Oh, I got, I do 2 pull-ups. Yeah. Now I got 5. Now I got 10.
Right. No, it's
like, oh yeah, like I do 5. It's easy, but I couldn't even do 2, something like that. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have to go check out that spot together.
Yeah, sure.
Right on, I'll hit you up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Definitely jam there soon.
Uh-oh, is it happening? We're going to make
so.
Yeah.
It's funny because that spot, I saw that spot in one of those videos when I went on YouTube, when I first got back into parkour. I was like, oh, I know the forest. And then I saw Bernie Wolf. I saw it, on the wall. I'm like, okay, where is Bernie Wolf's school? And it's like 5 minutes away. I'll go there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, I think that might be in one of the parkour tour videos that we did years ago with Scott when he was here.
Oh, is that when you went?
There's the whole series. Yeah.
There's some funny videos, Winnipeg parkour videos. If you go on YouTube and just you're gonna find some funny videos there.
There's so many old news ones throughout the years. I feel like there was like a bit there where it was like 2-3 summers in a row where there was like a news thing. Every summer I was like, oh, we got a news thing to do.
Got to show this reporter how to jump.
Oh yeah.
Jump 3 feet.
And all that.
Yeah.
We can do it. We're in a suit.
Yeah. Cool. I've always wanted to do a video like that. Wearing suits and running and flipping and doing all this fun stuff in the.
That would be a nice advertising. Like, pay me this much to wear your suit, and I'll do some jumps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how good they are.
Hugo Boss.
Beautiful.
All right, Vinnie. Well, thanks for being on the HQ cast. Really appreciate you having me here. I got to get to know you a little bit better than the 2 times that I've seen you. So this is really good for me. And I like that you're really enthusiastic about the same sport that I'm super enthusiastic about.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's crazy because when I was a kid, I stopped and then I spent like years without practicing and I never forgot about it. It was always, always there. And it's you'll never go away.
No.
Yeah, thank you for having me, for sure.
Well, you're anywhere. Yeah. You're always welcome to hang, and I'm sure anywhere you go with parkour, people will embrace you.
Oh. Thank you.
All right. So anyone that's listening, usual things, like the video or rate it, comment if you have any questions, concerns.
Concerns.
Share it around. Yeah. And you can follow
Yes.
Vinnie at the.vmc on Instagram.
Yeah. Check out stagemovement.net for your street gear and put the QCast 10 into the promo code and get your stuff, and we'll see it on there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Vinnie, we'll see you. Thanks for everything. Talk to you soon.
See you guys soon. Hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.